Hi everyone, I'm Chris from Counseling Solutions by Chris, or NSC KNH Solutions. Today we're going to talk about how we can connect with the students with the minute meeting that you have with your kiddos, or if you call it one-on-one meeting, or in my district we're calling it personalized counseling. Is how you can connect, what are the benefits to connect with the students with these meetings, and what you can do that is different that you never tried before. So there's a couple of different ways to do it. I have two videos demonstrating like stage 1 and stage A and B. What is this? How you can do it? This year it's a different type of goal. You know that every year you rethink about what went good, what went not that good, things that you can do better. Since this is going to be my third year in that campus, I decided that I wanted to skip a little bit, meet the counselor, and dive in this minute meetings or personalized counseling or one-on-one meetings with your students. Why? I did went to the classrooms and say, hi, my name is Crystal Santiago and I'm your school counselor. This is who I am. Briefly, short, I'm bilingual. I speak Spanish and English. I'm from an island. The island's name is Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is part of Vienna, and all that type of stuff. How and why you can talk to me, and I show them how they can access my referrals and where they walk to the cafeteria. There's a place where I put some papers and they can fill it out. Remember that my grade level is elementary, so not everyone is going to have phone and scan the QR code, even though I do have my QR code for my parents and my students, just in case. You never know. After I did that introduction, I went through every single classroom, and then I print my rosters per grade level, and I start calling the students little by little. I send a calendar invite for the teachers. What are the new questions, and let's see how the data looks this year, and what other things you can ask. You can make this in check boxes, or you can make it in a different way, like where it's only yes or no questions, or open questions, a short answer in a Google form, of course, or a paragraph. So it's up to you. Some of the new questions that we are asking, obviously name, last name, and the grade level, teacher, just to gather the data. We want to know how a student has a role in a team, and they need to understand how important it is that we communicate, that we have different talents, different intelligences, that we're all different, but that we're all equal, and that we have our own role in this world. And especially in school, everyone can have a role, so everyone is important as a team, and how we can see that too. We asked them a couple of questions like, do you have pets? You're not gonna get in a lot of information about that, but at least you connect with them. Oh, 2 dogs, 3 cats, birds. I have a lizard, I have a fish, I have a cat, I have wow, what are their names? And you start making that connection, which is the same thing that you would do in Meet the Counselor, but more personalized, focus on the student in a one-on-one situation. You can make these questions as long as you want or as short as they want. If they have friends, that's very important. When a student is telling you, oh no, I don't have friends, so that, oh, okay, so let's see, and you can find a way to help that student. Who they live with, families are very interesting these days, and there's nothing wrong about it, but it's good to know all those things. A couple of days with mom, a couple of days with dad, 2 moms, 2 dads, or maybe mom and stepdad and mom, but they don't get along, and all those type of scenarios that it will open up the conversation for you. Also, we are asking, what do they do over the weekend? Rather if it's drawing, watching TV, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and all this type of stuff, playing video games, playing outside, or spending time with the family, and you will get to know them a little bit more. Or I don't do anything, or I like to build Legos, or this, or I like to play sports, and you get to know the student. What is their strength, what they're good at, and what is their weaknesses. Like it could be one, or what you're not good at yet. The power of yet, because maybe who knows what is going to happen. You can discover the students are going to share stuff, like if it is like academic content or personal stuff, like I'm not good at drawing, or I'm not good at sports, or I'm not good at volleyball, or they will be very honest. It's very interesting what they will respond to you. Careers and possible jobs that they may have. One of the lovely questions that we're asking this year, it is like, if you know other jobs related, or another type of job that people might have in life. One of the ones that I really like is, I try to tie up what they want to be when they grow up with other jobs and professions, and they like it. It opens up a conversation, in a way that like, oh, I never thought about that. If I'm not a famous soccer player or a football player or a baseball player, I could be a coach, I can be an umpire, or I could do this, or I could do that. What is your second passion? Do you have any other passions or any job that you're like, oh man, I would love to do that one day? And you can start opening up that conversation so their brain can start expanding and looking around. Ooh. In 5th grade, we try to also tie it up with middle school transition, electives. You're planning to take it on course, on level, a combination of both, and how this will be helpful. We're doing something called the grade 8 skills in my district that's very specific. We talk also about I ask a different question, and it is like, what are the best parts of learning in your classroom? Do you like math? Do you like reading? Do you like talking to others? Do you like talking to yourself? Do you like creating, drawing, building stuff? Do you like science, like for example, plants and animals and objects and categorizing and this? Do you like history or social studies? Do you like, let me see, singing, dancing, writing? And the students can pick up to 3. What I noticed the most, this is my population, not necessarily as your type of student, is like you will discover how the teachers can build purposeful activities or project-based learning activities for their kiddos in a way that learning matters for them, that they're not bored. And most, the more I talk to them, most of them are leaning towards hands-on activities where they're moving, they're talking to other people, where they can build stuff. And you can present that data to your teachers so they can purposely create activities, meaningful activities for the kids. I feel like these interviews are better and better and better every year. They're so meaningful, so powerful. I'm in love of it, but I'm not gonna lie. Struggles, right? Hurdles, time. When you're one, it's a lot, but it's totally worth it, okay? I can guarantee you that. And you can use that data to guide your counseling program. You can use that data for your teachers, for the PLCs. It's meaningful and important things. I'm even thinking about creating this and then doing post and pre-assessment because of the next question that I'm going to share with you. If you were part of a team, which one feels more like you? Collaborator, leader, organizer, or note taker. In this ones, it's very interesting because I thought that maybe 5th graders will not, I was like, maybe they will not know what they want to be, but they're on it. And sometimes they want to be 2 things. And if we can create purposely intentional groups with those skills, imagine how amazing it could be. And I'm trying to figure out how to do a pre-assessment, and a post-assessment to see if I can measure. And if I get to do that, I'm only a person flying solo, I will promise that I will share the results with you. Okay, and then why do you think a good team has all these type of members? Like why we need collaborators, why we need note takers or scribe, why do we need organizers, why do we need a leader, what do we need that? And they will tell you like right away. We're also talking a little bit about the multiple intelligence concepts from Gardner. I don't know if you remember that theory. And are you nature smart? Are you naturalistic? Are you musical? Are you interpersonal? And I tried to explain to them what it means. In the past, I did it with the survey before. This year, I'm doing it a little bit different, tweaking and comparing what works best for them. It's really interesting, and usually they can identify really well after you ask all the other questions. Then you can ask stuff about middle school if the students, if it's 5th grade and with the other grade levels, of course you're not going to ask that. And if they feel safe at school, if they feel loved and cared, if they don't, you can, we're adding yes, no in that one, and kind of. Kind of is very important because sometimes you're in the middle and they have to explain why. You will gather more data over there. You can gather who is bothering them, who is teasing them, or maybe because of all the crisis happening and all the shootings in school, what's going on with them, what's making them feel that way. Also, we ask them, do you feel safe at home? Do you feel safe here? Blah, blah, blah. And then if they don't always ask why, and they can give you a brief explanation and you can guide them through the process. If you had a problem at home, who could you talk to? If you have a problem at school, who could you talk to? And then sometimes also we like to do, my mom, like please complete the sentence. My mom is, my dad is, my grandma is, however you want to do it. Or I know that I am. And the student will tell you what they think about themselves. You can see if the positive affirmations that you're doing in the morning are getting in their brains, in their soul, and in their mind. And also you can see our students who go under the radar, how they can respond. And even I have to swallow. It breaks my heart. I know that I am, and they can respond. I know that I'm good at, and they can't respond. That kind of tells you this baby needs you. This baby needs your help. This baby needs to be reminded he's loved or she's loved, that he or she belongs to this world, and you're gonna be there for them. I know it's a lot of work. Then gather all this data and make decisions, purposeful decisions for you, for your teachers, for your school, and bless your heart. I hope this video is giving you what you need. And if it doesn't, or if you want me to talk a little bit more about it or present examples, I'm about to create a teacher by teachers resource on this later on. It's not going to be immediately, but you can keep taking a look at my Counseling Solutions by Grace store later on. And please let me know in the comments below, how do you feel about the minute meeting or the personalized counseling or the one-on-one meeting, however you want to call it. And if you have any other questions related, it will help me to guide and create more meaningful videos for you, of course, because maybe your needs are different ones, and maybe I can help, or maybe I can look it up and I can research some ideas for you. This is what is working for me right now, and I will give you feedback about the outcome later on throughout the year. It's a big project, and I'm a person flying solo, so let's keep in touch. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and share this with a friend or a colleague that you think will benefit from this. See you next time. Bye.